And I think tonight I'd like to start with just a little bit of teaching. You know, we're going through this mass awakening. The world is transforming. We're witnessing the crumbling, broken system due to a mass awakening. That's what's happening. And what does that mean? What do we mean when we see those phrases, a great awakening, a mass awakening? It means that, believe it or not, our consciousness is raising, and it's happening so quickly across such a wide span around the world that it's getting rid of and it's eliminating all the stuff that no longer serves that new world. So that's what we're going to intend and focus tonight for ourselves, is to raise our vibration, which we know will affect everything around us. You know, I'm going to bring your attention just to one little moment about energy healing with sound, and what I think sometimes bringing our attention to what it does for us in our human energy field and our physical body can help the experience for us. So I'd like to just bring your attention to this visual behind me, which you often see. I've devised it to help the idea that our chakras make sounds. Their vibration, your vibration, everything around us is vibration. And so when our energy centers, these are our focal energy centers to our human energy field, they bring in the energy that we need to operate our emotions, our psychology, our physical body, our mental body. Everything operates from the energy that we bring in through these centers. And so what does sound energy medicine do? What does sound healing do? It simply retunes. You know, sometimes we have stuck energy. Sometimes that energy center, for whatever reason, it can be any day. It doesn't have to be a major trauma in our early life. It certainly can be things that we're witnessing today that can send our root chakra, for example, just out of whack. You know, do we feel safe in the world right now? What about our relationships for our sacral chakra? What about our personal power? What are we supposed to do with everything we're witnessing? How can we take action? Or how can we not take action and feel good about it? And then there's our heart. That's the bridge between the lower three chakras and our spiritual chakras. And there's no difference between those chakras. All need to be balanced and open. None are any better or any worse than another. They all need to be balanced in order for us as human sentient beings to be feeling good. So you'll notice that I have a letter name to each one of these that corresponds to a note on a piano, for instance, or just a note on a scale. That's really to wrap our linear mind around things. So a lot of people say to me, well, I don't know what a C sounds like. I don't have perfect pitch. How can I use, sound to help my chakras open? It doesn't matter. You can start, think of the solfege. Think of the sound of music. I always say the do, re, mi. It's the same thing. It doesn't matter where you start, if you start here or here. If you start with the lowest tone that you're comfortable with, that's appropriate. And you just coordinate and move up from there. Re, mi, fa, so, la, ti. So we give notes and names to these so that we can develop instruments around them. And that's what these sound bowls are. So as an example, this is my grandmother bowl. It's orange in color, as you can see, which would pair up with the D you see right here, this do, re, or the re. That means that this bowl is a D note, or a re, whatever you want to call it, whatever's easiest. And the vibration of that sound, combined with intention, can tune your sacral chakra. Beautiful. So that's sort of the theory a little bit behind energy medicine and energy healing through sound healing. So before we get started, let's bring our attention to the idea of gratitude. So this is the third virtual sound bath that I've done without on Facebook Live. And our first one, we spoke about clearing our space, right? So we light candles, we get ourselves to a space of sacredness, to a space of quietness for ourselves. So I hope you've been able to find that where you are right now, a space where you know that perhaps for the next 20 to 30 minutes you won't be disturbed, where you can give yourself something quiet. So let's open up to the vibration of gratitude, and that's what we'll carry into our sound vibration tonight. Why? Because the idea of gratitude, that is all about raising our vibration. When we raise our vibration, we're in a state of gratitude. When we practice gratitude, we can bring ourselves to a higher vibration. Well, what does that mean? You know, years ago I stumbled across a book that many of you may have read by Sarah von Bronick, Simple Abundance, and she really woke us up as a culture to two phrases: the gratitude journal, and also to the idea of our authentic self. And so this book, to me, opened my idea and my mind to gratitude. And she said, you simply will not be the same person 2 months from now after consciously giving thanks each day for the abundance that exists in your life. And you will have set in motion an ancient spiritual law. The more you have and are grateful for, the more will be given you. And there are laws at work right now. We may not see it on the CNN ticket tape, and we may not see it on our national news. But there are beautiful laws at work right now too, and you're here exposing yourself to some of them. What else do other people have to say about gratitude? I'm just going to share some of the things that people say, because I think that words also carry a vibration, and they can carry a vibration that can bring us to a state of gratitude. Lionel Hampton, he says, gratitude is when memory is stored in the heart and not in the mind. I like that. Opening our heart. Beautiful. Gratitude will shift you to a higher frequency, and you will attract much better things. That quote comes from Rhonda Byrne. So there's been a lot of talk about abundance over the years and attracting more things into our life that we want, you know, like a better job or more relationship, a deeper relationship, or a new car. And while those things may be important in our lives at times, right now think about it. As we practice gratitude right here and now, and however else you continue to do that as a practice, it attracts that same high vibration into your life. So as we do it, we can attract that onto the planet. It's that idea that, you know, the same vibration that created whatever the chaos is that we're seeing on the world stage right now, it's not the same vibration that's going to find a solution or a creative new way to be. But that's where we are right now, is creating this new world, creating the new earth. And how do we do that? From a higher vibration. One other quote, there is a calmness to life lived in gratitude, a quiet joy. Ralph Blum says that. And Melody Beatty, one of my favorites, she says gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. It turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos to order, confusion to clarity. It can turn a meal into a feast, a house into a home, and a stranger into a friend. So how do we practice gratitude? I'm sure you've got your own ways. We can obviously use a journal. That's the time-worn system. And if you can do it every day, great. If you do it once a week. Sometimes gratitude comes for me when I look back on my week or two. That's happened a lot for me during COVID, where I've said, God, I need to do more. I need to be more. What else can I do? And then I've taken a moment and just looked back at the things that I've done, keeping track of them, because I do journal on a regular basis. And sometimes I'll be amazed at all that has happened and the things that I've done. From a garden, planting a new plant in the garden, to we've all done it, cleaning windows that needed to be cleaned, sharing a letter with a friend, reaching out to someone who's a neighbor who you can't really see. Maybe you leave something at their doorstep. 365 Gratitude is a project that I recommend. Look it up. It started a few years ago, but it was all about the idea of posting something every day. Think about our social media. I know many of you are leaving your phone by the wayside for these days, or some days at a time, but I'm on there regularly. And post something there. 7 days. And after those 7 days, it's amazing the feeling that you get. You get the feeling of a higher vibration of gratitude. And then that in turn just simply gives more clarity to whatever it is that you're doing in your own life. And I know that you're all contributing. You're all light workers. You're all looking for ways to contribute just like me. Sharing gratitude at meal times. We're all home. Just one little gratitude at the table. So let's start with just a little bit of music. I'm going to get my guitar. And we'll start with a little mantra of gratitude. This is by Daniel Espada. Little mantra of gratitude. Joy in the simple things coming from the earth. I find my smile in the sun that shines. The water sings to me. Listen to the wind, listen to the water. Hear what they say, singing hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Singing hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Let us never forget to give thanks. Give thanks, give thanks. Give thanks and praise. Singing hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Singing hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Singing hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. May the peace of the goddess be ever in your heart. We marry meet and we marry part. We marry meet again. Singing hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Singing hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Singing hey ya, So as you start to tune in to your body, I invite you to kick back. You can sit comfortably or you can lie down, whatever it is that you choose to do. We call in all of our guides to be with us now. Because I know that though we've got global issues going on, we each and every one of us have our own concerns. It happens on the micro level and it happens on the macro level. And my heart is open for all of you. Beautiful. We can call in our animal guides. Beautiful. Whatever yours are, your power animals. Call in your ancestral guides. Perhaps you have that favorite grandmother or the favorite uncle that you can call in. Beautiful. We can call in all of our guides from ascended masters to the angelic realm. Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Ariel, Haniel. Call in all of your favorites. They're here. They just need to be asked. Beautiful. And then we call upon the teachers from the stars to help us take our rightful place in the heart of the galaxy. Just know that anything we experience here will be amplified simply because we're all together. There is power in numbers. There always has been. And think about how we're using our power right now to open our hearts, our personal vibration.
As we work on opening up our throat chakra, it's all about truth. What is true? We're all trying to find our truth, express our truth, share our truth. Speak our truth. Beautiful. We'll open wide. And sometimes it's about as much about what we're not saying as to what we're saying. Expression is key.
give thanks and praise, singing hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, oh. Singing hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, oh. As we open up our sixth energy chakra, our third eye, beautiful. May we see things more clearly. May we see our way. In our day-to-day, as light workers, as those that chose this path, this life. We have much to give, and now is the time. Beautiful clarity of vision. And as we tap into the crown of our head and connect to the divine, to all there is, we ask for the guidance, the strength, the love, and the support to take the action we need to take, hold the space we need to hold if no action is required. Send the love and the light for those who need it at this time. Beautiful. express my gratitude to and for all of you for sharing this time tonight. Honestly, I don't think I can wait and do these once a month. I think I may have to